Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. So it's fight week in Japan, the Satsuma Super Arena going down Saturday night. Obviously I think they're, Japan, 4 or 5 hours in front of UK time. So it's going to be a late one if you want to stay up and watch it. Probably going to be watching it about 3 in the morning. On dazn, so worth checking out there. But I want to break the fight down because it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because had this been 5-6 years ago, this would have been over in 4 rounds. Golovkin would have got to Murata, stopped him early, I believe, to the body, and that would have been all she wrote. However, Golovkin has been inactive the last couple of years. You're fighting someone Murata's not a spring chicken by any chance. He's 36, but he's a young 36. He hasn't had many fights, hasn't had many wars. I don't think he's had He's 16-2. Olympic gold medalist in 2012 middleweight, big from middleweight, tall, rangy, and fresh, and obviously in his home country. Now that plays a part. Japan's 8 hours in front of UK time, so you're looking at like a 4 a.m. job like Las Vegas. But the problem you've got to wonder is, how is Japan life going to affect Triple G, even down to the climate? Quite sticky, humid. The food, how's the eating over there? Obviously, they're still quite restrictive coming out of the pandemic. You're fighting a Japanese home crowd with the judges. A lot against Triple G. And obviously, Murata is the golden boy Japan boxing. So, really, Triple G really needs a knockout or a total convincing win, I think, to get the decision, especially at 40 now, where he's not the golden goose anymore. He's on, he's on a slow decline. He's not the, like I say, the big money maker. Still a draw, don't get me wrong, but 10 years ago, any decision's going Triple G's way, barring fighting Canelo. Now I'm not so sure. So it's an interesting fight. Murata's tall and rangy. Stylistically, he's made for Triple G though, because he comes head on. He's upright, he's stiff, and he's quite predictable when he throws. However, he's an orthodox style. He's got a nice right jab and a right hook, and he mixes it up well with a left to the body. So he kind of sets the big right hand up. He kind of walks you down. Good cardio, good stamina, uses his size, good reach. Likes to back people up, holds the centre of the ring, backs them up, and what he'll do is he'll throw a left hook to the body, which will basically make people, wary of that. They'll loosen their guard to the left-hand side of their body, and he'll come up overhand right to their head, to the chin. And you watch that time and time again. He basically gets the TKO. He's not a one-punch knockout artist, but what he will do is he'll batter you into submission, and eventually the relentlessness of it. And he repeats that pattern a lot. So jab, left hook to the body, big overhand right, and he'll just walk you down till he gets you to the ropes, and then he'll start throwing multiple right hooks at a time. So when he's backed you up, and he has got decent pop on his punches. Like I say, he's a big middleweight. He's 6'2", tall, good reach, and he'll wear you down. And he's got a lot of TKOs on his resume, and obviously, his last couple of fights, he's done exactly that. However, as you know, he is beatable. He's lost twice already. He has avenged them fights, shall we say? But he can be beaten. He can be kind of outboxed, and I believe with Triple G he can be hurt. He does get hit a lot as well, because, like I say, he's a come forward fighter. He's quite upright, and let's have it right. He lost to Rob Brandt, who's kind of top 10 ranked, but beatable. Lost a few. Lost to Bramer. And Bramer's not in Triple G's class, and let's be honest. Nor is nor is the former world champion Rob Brandt. So I mean, if he's losing to him, and that was only 3.5 years ago, I don't think there's been enough change since then. Obviously two fights since then, but I think, if Rob Brandt's beating him, even a faded Triple G, he's going to do that. He gets hit, and I think what's going to happen is Triple G will get hit himself. He's slowed down, and the size and reach is certainly Murata. And I wouldn't be surprised if Murata wins, a lot of the early rounds. But I think Triple G, even at this stage, will eventually time Murata. He'll start realising his patterns of play. He'll get inside him and he'll hurt him to the body because he's so upright. And I think Triple G will go back to that body and back Murata up to the ropes. And our problem with Murata, like I say, is a come forward fighter. He's not good on the back foot. He's not good being backed up. And when Triple G backs him up, which he will do, having a better chin and a better power, he's going to be in a world of trouble. And I think Murata will get stopped on the ropes around 5 or 6, having started brightly, having obviously jabbed and hit Triple G. Probably buzzed him, not hurt him. I don't think he punches enough power to knock Triple G out, but it'll be uncomfortable, no question. Murata's here to win in front of his home people. I just think the problem you've got is the Triple G will start avoiding that right jab, get inside, close the distance, batter Murata to the body, back him up, and then unfortunately Murata cannot fight on the back foot. He'll be battered on the ropes, and I think it will be a TKO. I think the ref will step in around 5 or 6. It will take Triple G a couple of rounds to get his range. He's awkward, Murata, but I think ultimately he's a style made for Triple G. He comes forward, he's there to be hit, and unfortunately for him, he hasn't got the power or the inside game or the chin of a Triple G. So it's going to be over within 6 rounds. But it's great for Japanese boxing. Puts him on the map. Obviously keeps Triple G busy before ultimately he's going for that trilogy fight with Canelo, isn't he? A big money fight. He has been a bit inactive recently, Triple G. I know with the lockdown and whatnot. But, he's only fighting probably once a year at the moment, and that's not good at his age. I think he needs 2 fights a year, really. He's been out the ring a year and a half nearly. So, that's going to take its toll. Like I say, he's had 3 fights in 3 years, which isn't the Triple G of old. He needs to be far more active than that. I expect him to be soon. I think this fight will, get hold of him in good stead. I'd like to see him have another fight, actually, like a title defence before taking on Canelo. I think, he needs another fight to sharpen the tools and then go after Canelo at the end of the year. He doesn't want to be waiting a year to fight Canelo. I know it's a hurry-up job now for Triple G, but, being inactive, he needs this fight, another one, then Canelo, personally. With Andrade moving up, that's a big loss for Triple G. That would have been a perfect fight for him, but obviously he can target maybe one of the Charlo brothers. That's where he's going next. I think that would be a good fight. Or maybe just a mandatory defence, get him loose, get him warmed up, get him eyed up. Obviously he hasn't had his new trainer too long since he's split with Abel Sanchez. So again, just working on things there, sharpening the tools, and that's what I'd like to see for Triple G. But ultimately, Saturday night's a good fight. It's a perfect fight for him to come back after a year and a half out the ring. He's 40 now, so it'll be a good fight. I think Murata will push him early on, but ultimately this is going to end around 5 or 6 for Triple G to retain his IBF and become the new Super WBA middleweight title. And ultimately then he calls the shots, doesn't he, middleweight? Because then he'll be the IBF WBA Super Middleweight champion. He then is the big money draw again, and that would be great to see. And I'd like to see him have one more big year of boxing and retire. 41, get out there, especially with his style of fight, a pressure fighter. You don't want to be in the ring past your sell-by date because he's going to hit more and more, and his power will start to wane. So 1 more year, 2 more big fights, and then out you go for Triple G, one of the great middleweights of all time. But big win coming up Saturday for me, and then 2 more run off into the sunset. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Obviously, some of you might know Murata really well and think, no, he's still too fresh. I don't think so. I think it's a Triple G win. like I say, 5 or 6 TKO. All right, guys, there's my thoughts. I'll catch you soon, probably post-fight. All right, bye.